Good evening everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon Sleep video. So, since the last video, I've been catching Pokemon more or less every day, but I haven't reviewed a single one. So in this video, we have literally 50 Pokemon to click through. Never before seen, at least the summaries. And so I think that's going to be interesting. And then a little short announcement before we start the video. This upcoming Wednesday, there is going to be a new episode of the RMTS podcast where I was a guest. And so I'll leave a link to Zach's YouTube channel and you can check it out when it comes this coming Wednesday. So let's hop into this video. I don't have a session. I didn't know exactly when I was going to make this video, but today here we are. And so it's going to be a funny look when we pop into the Pokemon box here and sort by date registered. This is what we got going. So we got a lot of captures and I haven't checked a single one. And basically all of November is right here. Now I'm going to start a new format here. I don't know if it'll be monthly yet. Right now it's monthly, but maybe at some point we'll just do weekly videos where I gather up all these Pokemon. So I'm thinking to just go in order and scroll towards the left, and then we'll just see all the Pokemon as we go. So I think actually some of these I have reviewed down here. For example, this shiny Magnemite we've never had a look at, but yeah, a lot of it was just complete junk, as you can see by the no name name. All right, let's click on this Gulpin and start reviewing some of these Pokemon. Now, one of my big targets these days, aside from Delibird, is the Fuecoco. I would really like a mono Skeledirge for those apples, and Skeledirge is a ghost type, so you get Favorite Berry at Old Gold Power Plant, which you can jam to with the music in the background here. And yeah, Gulpin is not a particularly strong Pokemon, but I have been looking for a Swalot. It is the best of the lot amongst the Dream Shard Magna Pokemon. And so there is going to be a couple of Gulpin in this batch. Just be prepared for that. So let's hop into this. We got Gulpin. A lot of my Gulpin for some reason likes the berry finding. So this is a fresh look, not a berry finding one. And so it is a skill specialist. We want as many skill triggers as possible. That's the only thing I care about. I don't want berry finding. No, none of that, because for the most part, when you use Swalot, what you want to do is to put it on the field to stop the DP from going up, the drowsy power. You just cap it, so you find the Pokemon in that threshold you want. All right, Sleep EXP bonus, skill trigger, ingredient finding, with the speed of help up, nature. Now, my bar for the skill specialists has gotten ever increasingly worse, better, however you want to look at it. This is not a investment potential Gulpin. I'm basically looking for triple skill triggers or it's in the bin. So for now, I'm just gonna nickname it blank and I can revisit it at some point in the future. Not to make any hasty decisions, because the main resource in this game is the biscuits, and those biscuits are expensive and you need to put them wisely into use. And so I like to think about this and just have a big Pokemon space. Now for Aron, I actually need a triple sausage Aron, so unless this just slaps all the way to level 100, I might consider it for coffee, but for the most part, I haven't gotten a good Charizard yet, so Aggron for sausage would be great for me. It's an ingredient specialist. Now, I don't know, should I? Yeah, I should probably just put in that effort, slap up the new Pokemon in the widget every time. We can make it quite a nice and lengthy review here, with a lot of Pokemon to have a look at. And so we got skill level up. Ingredient finding S is great. I don't care about that skill. Self-healing is getting more and more irrelevant as we go, with the main skill level 7 on that healing eventually coming out, and at that point it's game over. Speed is good. We got ingredient finding, speed. Now if there is somehow, all right, speed, that works out. It is clogged here at level 100, which prevents me from using a sub-skill siege at level 50, but that will work on the ingredient finding, although you have a coin flip to make that skill level up M, which is a big oof. In this case, I would really want ingredient up. It is ingredient up. Whoa. That is a decent find. I don't know if this will make it just because of that ingredient list, but if I at some point get desperate for just low volumes of coffee, I might just go for it. So, quite a nice find indeed. Let's hop on to the next Pokemon. Spheal. I do have a nice Walrein. It is a level 60. We can bring it up in the widget. And at this point in time, I'm just looking to find another Walrein because the one I have is max level and Walrein is quite nice with a Pokemon. So if I somehow can find a very fast berry finding, potentially helping bonus Pokemon on the Spheal, that could be very nice. So whenever I get the chance and I kind of have some spare biscuits for it, I tend to catch Spheal. So let's have a look at it. Don't care about the ingredients. It's all about that berry finding and the speed. Oof. Big oof. Ingredients M. That is bad on Walrein. You can see the ingredient rate is 23%. Let's see if this, yes, the cursor works. 22%. If you multiply that by whatever this rate is, I've actually forgotten. It is 36%, is it? No, that sounds too high. 38. Actually, yeah, I have it in my hopes and dreams simulator. It's 36%. So yeah, you can basically just increase that by however many percent. Man, it's been a while since I made Pokemon Sleep videos. That's not good. Oof. The berry finding came in very late. Level 75. That basically makes this not usable. Don't care about the skill trigger. It's got a neutral nature. I have actually got better berry findings feel, but for giggles later, at some point in the future, I'm just going to nickname this blank as well. Now we can move on. I have a shiny Grubbin. I forgot. That is an awful ingredient list. I already have a double mushroom berry finding Gengar. I have another Gengar that is level 60 that has the herbs mixed in a little bit. And so for the Grubbin, even if it is shiny, I need those coffee to make it worthwhile. And yeah, I don't know if even like all the ingredient finders can help this bug out. All right, let's see it, everyone. Skill level up as again on the ingredient specialist. Also got inventory, energy recovery bonus for the complete troll set here. Helping bonus is nice. Speed up is nice. I mean, Vikavolt has a bit of a interesting, what is it? The skill rate. Where's the Vikavolt? There we have it. 5 on that skill rate and decent speed. So it's not a bad value overall, but yeah. The main thing here is the ingredients, so at least it's speed up. Although, yeah, this is probably not too much to hold on to, although it is shiny, so I guess it's just going to be a favorite blank shiny. Let's hop on to the next Pokemon. We got a Pinsir. Overall, I think Pinsir has been more or less outclassed in every regard, unless somehow Mega Evolutions become a thing, but even then, Venusaur is also a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, and so I don't really know about Pinsir. Maybe it needs a buff at some point, because Apples is done by Skeledirge, a little bit by Delibird potentially, Absol, and yeah, Honey is Bulbasaur, so for some reason, if you've decided to use your Venusaur for something else than Honey, then yeah, that might be a problem, and Pinsir can help you out with that. So, I caught it either way. It must have been hungry or something, but yeah, an interesting capture, so expensive. All right, inventory and inventory. To an extent, that is needed when you are having these huge apple drops, because as you can see, base inventory of Pinsir, is that really 24? It is 24. That got a buff at some point, I know for sure, because that was one of the main concerns with Pinsir early on. It's like, what are we going to do with this inventory when the apple drops are 8 per drop? And with an ingredient rate of 20%, you're going to get a lot of apples. Now, if this somehow is the nature ingredients up, and we've got an ingredients M here of 50, nope. 75. That's way late. Oof. And the speed down. Definitely not useful. Okay. So we're going to give this one a blank as well. Can hop on over to the next Pokemon. Oof. Full mixed set. We got sausage, we got coffee, we got beans. I'm looking for the Grubbin for the coffee, and I already have a really busted Golem. Level 30, produces a whole bunch of beans. And my Tyranitar also has beans at level 30 and then ginger in the first and third slot. So I'm basically covered. I just need the sausage potentially. Then a couple minutes ago, we reviewed a different Aron and it was pretty good. So I think actually I'm just going to nickname this blank already so we don't have to scroll back up. And we can have a look at it. Wow, another skill level up S. These are haunting me. We can put up Aron in the widget so we have everything side by side. All right, got skill trigger S, no M. Got speed M, S. With a neutral nature. I was almost about to say this kind of looks like a Pokemon I would like to fuse with a Pokemon of the skill specialist. So yeah, not really much to talk about here on the Aron. Got another Grubbin, big oof again, full mixed set. This is basically not usable, no matter what the stats are. But let's have a look at them either way. 11 honey at that level 60, that's crazy. Inventory, kind of needed for that honey. Although if we put the Vikavolt, whoa, this goes so fast. I'm just forgetting to put the Pokemon up on the widget. Inventory L is going to help out quite a bit because it goes from 19 to 37 with that 18 increase. A lot of skill on these ingredient specialists. Not a fan. Oh man. If you just flip everything, just Uno reverse this, put the ingredients a little earlier in the sub skills and yeah, a different ingredient list, then yeah, maybe this could work out. One thing I wonder about in the future is if trading is ever introduced and we can reshuffle the stats. I don't know. Either way, it's probably going in the bin eventually. Next up, we have a Rattata. I have fought so many Rattata without finding a good one. And at this point in time, I'm just going to go for that ultra long hunt and look for the just full-on grief, very finding helping bonus combo on it. It's getting close to friendship level 40. I'm pretty sure if I haven't already crossed it. So we can see if there are 2 gold skills here. It's not berry finding. No, it's not berry finding. Oof, the ingredient finding is bad. And it's got speed up. That is great. But without the berry finding, I already have a berry finding. I did find one. It just didn't have anything else. And at that point, when you've caught almost 40, you might as well keep going. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, another one for the bin. Although I like to give these a second opinion at some point in time, just as a general just routine. Yeah, we have another Rattata. Yeah, I'm really trying to catch these Rattata to find a berry finding one. So that's that. Let's see. No, haven't crossed 40 yet. And this one's not berry finding either. Ooh, that was close. Helping bonus, helping speed. Oh man, the ingredient finding. I forgot to bring up the Eradicate in the widget. Now, 23.5% on the ingredient rate. That is really, really high for an ingredient specialist. And so with that ingredient finding M, that's going to be a problem when you do want to collect the skill. In this case, self-healing can be nice because if you run the berry specialists overnight, then if you can get them as high up as possible, then they're most likely going to produce at max capacity the whole night. So, oh man, the speed of help down nature. That is not good. Oof, such a mixed bag. All right, Rattata, let's put you in the bin too. Just later. All right, Quaxly. This is just one of those Pokemon I catch every now and then just because I really like Quaquaval. It's often compared to Dodrio because of the leak production, although Quaquaval can also be used as a mono beans Pokemon. And actually the beans drop at level 30 is crazy. It drops 5 beans. And for a Pokemon with this speed and this ingredient rate, 5 beans is quite a bit. Comparatively, we have Golem also dropping 5. It's got a bit higher ingredient rate. but it's a bit slower. And so, yeah, just at least when you compare the bean drop here to the leaks, there's a big difference in average value. But yeah, people are looking for Quaxly for the leaks. That's kind of what I'm doing too, because Quaxly is nice. But the overall problem there is I already have a level 60 ABC Ditto, which does a fair bit of leaks and tails. And I have a very nice Dugtrio. It's just power crept, but it's such a nice Dugtrio that I don't think I'll ever get to upgrade. So, no ingredient finders. That's a problem. It's got a little speed, a little skill, more speed coming in late with a nice nature. Overall, not a fan of the ingredients though. So, this one's gonna go in the bin as well, I think. Alright, we do have a blank nickname yet again. Just a nice tech there. Cleffa. I really want a strong Clefable at some point because I have a lot of Togekiss, and Togekiss can do a funny thing with the helper bonus, or helper boost rather, helping bonus, if you have a fairy team, because it does get those bonuses, so that's nice. And I have a Sylveon, I have multiple Togekiss, I have a shiny Togetic. You can basically just build a helper boost fairy team if I find a good Clefairy, or Cleffa rather. Let's see if it has the berry finding. That is basically what I need. Speed, research EXP bonus, no berry finding with a neutral nature. So overall, not particularly strong. Gonna give this one blank nickname as well. We're hopping on to the next Pokemon. Delibird. Again, look at that awful ingredient list. I have not found a single mono egg Delibird. Now, rest assured, there's going to be another disappointment coming up in a couple minutes because I'm pretty sure I caught 2 or 3 Delibird. Maybe one of you guys counted that as I scrolled in the beginning of this video, but I don't remember. So we got eggs coming in at level 60. That's a little bit too late, and I am on the hunt for Skeledirge to cover me for apples. Although right now, as you will see at the end of this video where I review my teams, I've made a new team setup and it's really exciting. And yeah, you'll see I'm using a level 30 Delibird. It's a little bit of a grief investment, but I needed apples and I have Delibird candy because I can never find my Delibird, so I might as well. All right, so I didn't expect much. Yeah, look at that. Wrong ingredient list. Ingredient finding down nature. The prophecy is still upheld. Now, I am not nicknaming the Delibirds the thing. I'm not favoriting it. I'm just keeping it as is because I want to have everything recorded with the Delibird that my luck is bice. Okay, next Pokemon. Mankey. Ooh, I was pretty hyped and I was hyping up Mankey a lot around Halloween. Unfortunately, no Annihilate is in the game yet, although it's just an eventuality, right? Or is that just total copium? Because Primeape is not a final evolution in today's modern world with 9 generations of Pokemon. And at that point in time, those ribbons for Primeape is going to be cracked at Lapis Lakeside. And if you want to evolve it into Annihilate, then you can just bring it over to Old Gold Power Plant and still have Favorite Berry on the 2 latest islands. So I'm still very hopeful that we'll see Annihilate at some point in time. And the reason why I'm excited here is because we can see those 3 Cherry Berry. There's berry finding here in that first slot. And so now it's just a question of, are there a lot of ingredient finders that messed this up, or how are we doing? I can just quickly show Delibird. We've seen Delibird 1,000 times here on the channel. It's fast, it's got a bad ingredient rate, but it's that mono eggs ingredient specialist that I just desperately want to need. All right, we're gonna put up Primeape next. I'm gonna see if I can start remembering to put up the Pokemon here in the widget. I just like to talk here about Pokemon Sleep. So over 1,000 candies. Here's a berry finding one. I think I might have 1 or 2 berry finders before, but it's just one of those Pokemon you just keep want to catch them until you find just a splendid Pokemon. So Dream Shard bonus. No helping bonus. That would have sealed the deal even with a speed down nature. Even modest with ingredients up. Oof. Okay, inventory, fine. Oh man, that is unfortunate. Ingredient finding up nature. I think at that point, my other Mankey probably is better. Not going to nickname this one blank, but is pretty close. All right, so blank is basically just don't hesitate to put in the trash, but you might want to revisit. That's at least how I do it. I'm very slow to release. Okay, next Pokemon, and I'm going to update the widget right away. Umbreon, that is nice. Okay, so the reason why I caught this Umbreon is because I have decided to use my Sylveon and my Flareon, and that's it. And so I then need to manually catch with biscuits all of the evolutions because I am catching these to be my converters. I cannot spell converters. There we go. Converter. How about that? Because with the type candy, well, I don't have any dark type candy right here, but if I had, I can convert the dark type candies into Eevee candies, and then I can level up my Sylveon. So very excited about this Umbreon. I don't care about the stats, but either way, it is a huge resource. So if you, for whatever reason, happen to come across a hungry evolution, just eat that premium bonus biscuit and you just all those bars, and at some point in time you have all the evolutions and you can just dunk one or two of those prime finds of the Eevees and just level it up to level 100, no problem, because you have 7 of the 9 types. Actually, you have half. You have 9 out of 9, but you funnel the candies. Either way, whoa, that was a fast scroll. That's almost useful, almost usable. We have speed. We got some inventory. Let's see. Restores 12 energy to the user. Sometimes also restores 6 energy to a random Pokemon on your team. We read about this main skill in the Discord. So for those of you unaware, I'm still daily active in the Discord. I just have been very busy with my day job recently, so there haven't been much time and energy to make videos, but we're coming back slowly and steadily. Same with the website, by the way. All right, so yeah. You would want to see berry finding, helping bonus, speed on the Umbreon, at least in its current configuration. As we've seen here and with a lot of other Pokemon, they can be retroactively buffed. So just keep that in mind as you invest into Jolteon and Umbreon, which are generally speaking not favored as much for their main skill, or Leafeon for that matter, but enough of that. So, great find because it is a find in itself. Umbreon, I can forever and always convert those dark type candies into Eevee candies and level up my level 60, level 60, level 60. Flare and Sylveon, I forgot, yeah, my bad. Okay, next Pokemon, we got Dodrio. This must have been a hungry capture when there was nothing else to catch, because Dodrio is 12 points, already have a busted berry finding, double speed Dodrio that is starting to get high level, and so this was just one of those, I might as well just catch it because there's nothing else to catch, and I can take the candies and funnel it into my busted Dodrio. All right, so just off the bat, I'm just gonna nickname this blank. You can always go up and revisit it if it somehow turns out to be helping bonus, bear finding, speed up nature later, but it's level 21, so it's not bear finding in the first slot. Yeah, look at that. Ingredient finding. Skill. It's got the speed up. You know what? This one is just... Yeah, well, you see, if I release this now, it's going to take me out of this flow of scrolling. So that's one of the benefits of just nicknaming them and revisiting them later, because then you have to scroll up, back up again. And it's a mess. Okay. Next up, Togepi. This one has berry finding. It's a skill specialist. We're going to bring up the Togekiss. Now, I don't really need more Togepi, Togekiss. I just can't help myself at times. I see Togepi, I give it a biscuit, and it looks very happy, and then I catch it every now and then. And especially if it's hungry, like it can't be helped. So here's another Togepi. We got Berry Finding on it. That is kind of nice because if it also has very skill focused traits, then you can build that whole helper boost berry team. And as you get the helper boost triggers, which is roughly 1 in 10 chance with a metronome, it just chooses a random skill, then it also affects the Pokemon that is using helper boost. So you get double the berry value, which is a big sell on the helper boost skill. Inventory berry finding, that's huge. Now if the nature is main skill chance up and this level 50 is skill trigger, ooh, it's speed. Decent. Oh, the helping bonus coming in later, but it's no skill. There's not a single skill related thing here. So this one's going in the bin. But that is pretty strong. Like if you reshuffle things a little bit and mint the nature. Oh man, the mint club. Yeah, anyway, we have the next Pokemon here. Mankey again. No berry finding. You can see I'm desperately searching for that future Annihilate to annihilate that Snorlax weight. Okay. Research, EXP bonus. Inventory. Finder again. Oh man, that is awful. I'm not even gonna give that a blank. I'm gonna give it a sad face. That is not good. All right, next one. Ooh, we've made it to the Pikachus. Now, Pikachu, let's see. What did I nickname that? Probably age. Yeah, they introduced a new color on that hat this year. Now, it was very interesting with the Halloween Pikachu, the Christmas Pikachu, is they count as unique species for a Raikou team build. So if you have a very strong Raichu, and at this point with ribbons, even regular Pikachu with ribbons can kind of work out on a Raikou team. So you can have Raikou, Raichu, Pikachu, and then Halloween Pikachu, and then whatever, I don't know, some Pokemon in the future that has the berries, I guess. But if you find a Halloween Pikachu out of the 1 week of the year where you can get it with berry finding, it's going to be a big buff to that Raikou team. Now, I don't even have a Raikou. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I have a Raikou with perfect sub-skills with a trash nature, and so it evens out to 0. And I mean, if sometime in the future there are mints where I can flip the naive nature, which is awful on a skill specialist, it's main skill chance down, then yeah, this Halloween Pikachu could be nice. Now, I've caught quite a number of these, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on each and every one of them. I'm looking for berry finding. If it has berry finding before level 50, I'm all in. And it's not. And its speed to help down. Big oofs. And yeah, thankfully also they included some of these Halloween Pikachu from last year with a differently colored hat, because I didn't anticipate that the hat would change color. So I actually released all of mine, and then it's fun to have at least one of each Pokemon in just the bag for collection's sake. And I'm hoping that I was able to catch at least one of those old ones again. The difference there being orange and purple, which is fitting because, well, orange and purple are kind of Halloween colors, but it's also the colors of the most recent games. Scarlet and Violet. All right, next Pokemon, another Pikachu. Nice. So we don't have to change the widget. We're all good. And it does have berry finding. All right, let's go. That's it. I am happy. I don't care about the ingredients up here. That is fine. Let's see if we got some more speed. That would be nice. I'm not going to greed for the helping bonus on such a rare Pokemon. You literally can only find it a week out of the year. It's crazy. And it rivals Raichu in one dimension where it counts as a unique Pokemon. So it does have speed too, and it's not blocked. That's amazing. Ooh, it's got the EXP gains up too. That is amazing. Whoa. That's just gonna get an exclamation mark. That is the sign to myself that this is investment worthy. That is crazy. It's also got some apples and some inventory. Well, inventory came in way late. never mind. But yeah, EXP gains up is huge on Pokemon where candies are scarce. And I already have a level 60 Raichu that is very strong. I have another Pichu that is basically identical, with the exception that it's got a little bit less speed. But at this point in time, I have a busted Pichu I can turn into. Oh, Alolan Raichu was what I was thinking about earlier. Like, if they somehow release Alolan forms in this game in the future, then Alolan Raichu would be it. And what you can do currently is you can run a Pikachu with ribbons in anticipation for Alolan Raichu, which presumably would be counted as a unique species. So, like, some wild speculation there, but that is amazing. I can't believe I found it. Finally, I was hunting this madly last year, and this is my premium account. Like, I've just get all the Pikachu, but I couldn't find it. I think I caught 2. And then one of them, the last one, was stuck at 1 remaining point and it was all full. So those were the days. All right, so basically I got a Pokemon to invest in. We've been sitting here now for half an hour talking about Pokemon, and finally we found something good. I probably caught more of these. That's just the nature of this new format where I make videos a little bit less frequently. Fill up my bag with new unreviewed Pokemon, and yeah, so that's going to be interesting. Do we find a better Pikachu than this? Stay tuned to find out. Gulpin again. Let's update the widget. Not quite. There we go. Still looking for a triple trigger, potentially also inventory. The only thing I care about. I don't want speed. I don't care about helping bonus. None of that. I just want the triggers. I'm triggered, yeah. So triggers and inventory. Helping bonus and inventory. Now just give me like, oh man, that was close. Not even close. It had the wrong nature, but like, if you start looking here, you can get a little bit hopeful, you know what I mean? Okay, so this one's going in the bin as well. Just gonna do that later because we're in a reviewing flow here. Oh my god, there it is. Let's go. That was very close after the Pikachu. Whoa, there it is. Is it gonna be a funny video title or what? So if this somehow just has a ingredient up, don't give me the dumb ingredient down nature. I don't want to see it. Just don't do it. It's not allowed. Don't do it. I'm gonna be furious. You know what? If this is bad, it's gonna be the first Delibird I ever release, and it's just gonna be lost to time. It's got skill level up, the most useless thing on the Delibird. Look at that. It's a single stage evolution with a 1.5% trigger rate. I'm triggered. Why? That is awful. Got skill level up M and the skill trigger M. It can still be rescued. I basically need ingredient finding M at some point in time before level 75. All right. Maybe the nature too. That would be nice. It is not. Oh man, this sucks. Oh, the speed of held down nature, not an ingredient finding trait to be seen. How is my luck this bad? Basically, 90% of my Pokemon of the Delibird species has speed of help down nature or ingredient finding down natures. Awful. Oof. That is really, really bad. And I think this must be my 20th Delibird or something like this. And these are expensive. They're like 16 or 18 points. Can't remember. All right, so this is not it by any means, because if you compare this to an Abomasnow with Snover is way cheaper to catch. And either way, you will need to level it up to 30, 60, depending. Maybe a very strong Delibird can be happy at level 30 and do plenty of eggs, but I have yet to found such a Delibird myself, so we'll just have to see on that. But yeah. The problem is the Snover, comparatively, is way cheaper to catch, so you can catch more of them, hypothetically speaking, in terms of the biscuits you need to spend, and you have a better opportunity to find some of those early good skills like ingredient finding M ingredient up nature for the ingredient list because you have more rolls. Oh man, that hurts. I'm gonna call this sad eggs. Sad egga. Okay, it's a female. Next Pokemon. Whoa, shiny Geodude with triple beams. That is funny. All right, let's bring up Golem in the house. We got Golem and beans. I already have an invested Golem at level 30. It's pumping out the beans. Don't need another one, but when you find the shiny, you might as well just slap it a biscuit. So we have helping bonus and skill trigger us. Those are actually nice on Golem. Overall, charge strength S is not the greatest skill in the world, but Geodude has 2 evolutions. And so at level 3, it's going to do a little bit of stuff, and 5% on that skill rate is high. So with helping bonus, skill trigger S, it's pretty good. But you're looking for the ingredients, so if we find ingredient finding M here, oof, it does not. It's got the skill level up S. Speed up nature, fine. I think overall, like, had I found this earlier in the game, I might have gone for it. It's triple ingredient, so when you're putting it on the field, you know exactly what you're going to get. So for sure, it's going to be a starred golden nugget. Let's call it Nugget. Very straightforward nickname here. All right, next Pokemon, Pichu. Ooh, it's got the berry finding. Let's go. I am always on the hunt for another Pichu because you never know when a Alolan Raichu may eventually, probably, potentially come out, you know? And having another extra Pichu in the back is nice. So, berry finding puts a smile on everybody's face. It's an ingredient specialist for the most part. It's a skill specialist. And especially if it's a berry specialist. Now, obviously, some skill specialists will have inventory issues, but for the most part, that is very, very nice. Sleep EXP bonus is super underrated on berry finding Pokemon, and the reason is you really, really want to level it up as much as possible. And it's also, with the berry specialists, the case that you'll put them on your teams overnight. At least in the late game, premium plus whale, I don't know. So that sleep EXP bonus probably not as useful on the skill specialists and most ingredient specialists unless they have an enormous inventory. Skill trigger is nice. Inventory is decent. Ooh, that is amazing. That is like spot on. Look at that. We got ingredients down, huge, because 20, that was a funny sound. 22% on that ingredient rate is bad-ish for the berry specialist. So to just get that down, oh, that's why I got confused. In the beginning of this video, I was like, wait, what's going on with this the sub skill, like 36% on that ingredient fight. Now I was just thinking the nature math in my head. So yeah, it's coming back to me slowly. It's been well over a month. Just bear with me. So berry finding S, sleep XP bonus, skill trigger S with the potential to sub-skill seed that. And I think in this case, that would make sense because Raichu is super fast. And with that inventory, that just makes sense to me, at least, as a premium player. So that is a star. That is an exclamation mark. And I'm excited to have another Pichu in my collection now. This one's probably going to just sit in my bag until potentially we'll just have to see if Alolan Raichu comes along. I think I have another Pichu that is even stronger than this somehow. That is in the pipelines in terms of investment. So, ooh, Haunter, Mono Herbs. Interesting. I've yet to have found a good Dragonite. So we can bring up the Gengar. Gengar is a little bit of an interesting Pokemon because it's been almost power crept for herbs. It's almost been power crept for mushrooms, but somehow it's still kicking. So let's see what this Haunter is all about. No skill level up M. Very happy about it. Energy recovery bonus. Ooh, the ingredient finding S. That's amazing. Inventory is nice. Speed is nice. Now, does it have the ingredients up nature? If it does, it's going to be a good Pokemon. Oh man, that is detrimental. That is like complete night and day. That does not work. Poor inventory. Bad nature. Alright. Goodbye. Haunter. You can fade like the ghost you are. Alright. Wooper. Nice. Wooper is a Pokemon I'm super excited about, like ultra long term on a Suicune team. I want triple mushrooms on it. So already this is going in the bin, no matter what the stats are, because I already have a very nice mushroom Pokemon. But it's just, you gotta love Quagsire. So you gotta have it. And so long term, I'm looking for a triple mushrooms Wooper. It's not a very urgent hunt for me because my Suicune is not ready and the rest of the team members are in development. So yeah, Reinfining S is nice. I do like that Sleep XP bonus to an extent, but probably would not run it overnight all that much, so mostly just a filler slot. Ooh, it kind of has what it needs to. Now, it would also need ingredients up nature to just crank that to the max. Speed up is okay. It's great, but in my specific use case, it's decent. So, nothing ingredient list I want, and I want more ingredient finding for that complete greed. All right, next up, we have another Halloween Pikachu. And you can see this one has the old color, and that is a comfort to me because I released all of mine because none of them were good. None of the two I got in anticipation of the new event. Okay, no berry finding, no berry finding, no berry finding. The same nature though, careful. No, that was the Pichu. I don't remember the nature of the other Pikachu, but I remember it was good. All right. Yeah, this one is... You know what? I don't remember... Yeah, I should just keep this one because I want to have one of every hat. Ooh, another one. Triple apple, not bad. The widget is up to date. And let's see if this one's got berry finding. Let's see if it outcompetes my other one. Skill trigger, inventory, kind of useless. Oof, no berry finding. Oh man, that one's definitely going in the bin because I already have a berry finding purple hat Halloween Pikachu. And for clarification, the orange and the purple hat Pikachu count the same. They're not unique. That unique. They're just different hats. So yeah, for the right comboing. Cubone. Marowak is an interesting Pokemon in a sense because it doesn't really have a lot going for it. It also doesn't have any evolutions. Cubone has an Alolan form. So if I ever find a very strong Cubone, I might as well just tuck it away and hope for that Alolan ghost type Marowak. So yeah, this one's not got berry finding, at least not in the first slot. It's got energy recovery bonus and speed. Oof, some inventory. No, yeah, and ingredient finding. And the ingredient finding nature. That is really, really, really bad. Not good. All right, we're gonna nickname that another blank. We have a Shuppet. Shuppet is a berry specialist and it evolves into Banette. It does not have berry finding in the first slot, which is unfortunate. It does not have berry finding at all. Speed of help down, ingredients up, no berry finding. It's really, really bad. Yeah, I don't want to look at that anymore. I like to just wait a second or two to people pause the video if they want to study it, but yeah. Next Pokemon. Also, it looks kind of funny with the eyes here. Is that candy cone or something like that? I don't remember what it's called. Onix. So expensive. I do want an Onix. I want a Steelix. I want both of them, and I'm trying to dual hunt the species. So for this one, I'm just going to put Onix there, but I guess the next Onix. I think I've caught two. Don't remember. I spent a lot of time at Topalo. Let's see if it has berry finding at some point. Oh, that was close. Okay, speed, EXP bonus, some ingredient finding with adamant nature. You know what? That might pass the bar for me for a Steelix, and we can bring up the Steelix just because it's so expensive. I can't keep catching these Onix. Gonna run out of the resources, and that's no good. So, Adamant, Speed M, Sleep EXP bonus. That's huge. And you can see that ingredient rate of 15% with the ingredient finding down nature. That means that level 50 sub skill is basically neutral. Doesn't make that big a deal. So, actually gonna give this an exclamation mark. Now, obviously, you do want berry finding. Long term, I may not settle for this one either way, because in a sense, if you just catch the Onix, you can dual hunt Onix and Steelix. Onix is the berry finding, berry specialist of the rock type, and Steelix is for steel. And so you catch one species and you end up with 2 types. Yeah, berry finding shows up more easily at level 10. That's why I'm saying that. So next Pokemon, another Cubone. I just had a look at Marowak, and I explained my reasons for trying to hunt it, even though it's not particularly good and it doesn't have any like future potential with the, you know, Mega Evolutions. It's just a dead end. So with Marowak, it's probably more of an early game Pokemon, honestly, add to Apollo, but even on my free to play, I'm stuck in Cyan Beach. I'm just gonna skip straight to Lapis or Old Gold Power Plant, and yeah. So I'm just looking for an interesting Pokemon here. Let's see if we can find the berry finding. Sleep EXP bonus, speed, helping bonus. That is a lot of gold. Neutral nature, but no berry finding. That is unfortunate. Right, I wish they put the percentage chance on getting these odds someplace. They disclose it like TCG Pocket. These games are so similar. There it is. Another Onix. All right, let's put up Steelix. Whoa, that was totally misspelled in the widget. I'm looking for berry finding. It's the only bar I have for this expensive Pokemon. I just want berry finding someplace, and I'm happy. So let's see if we got it. Level 22, which means it could be at level 25. It is not. Inventory skill trigger. Skill trigger doesn't really matter too much, even though 3% is quite high. No berry finding again. Well, the other one was like a Rockstar Onix, at least comparatively, given it doesn't have berry finding, but this one is just going in the bin. Charmander. I mentioned earlier, I'm looking for that sausage, and I can't find it. So this one's not going to pass the bar. If I am going to invest in one, it's going to be Mono. And we got no ingredient finders. And okay nature. I would want more ingredients focused traits. Next Pokemon, maybe? Yeah, we still have Pokemon to review. Another Charmander. Oof. Full mixed set. That is a bad list. Okay, what do we got here? Helping bonus. Got some ingredient finders. Got a decent nature. But that... Ooh, actually, that's not a mixed list. That's ABA. Already have a Tyranitar doing a lot of ginger. Now looking for more ginger. I even have a Charizard level 30 with ginger. That's the problem. I invested in the wrong one. And yeah, this is not bad. Like, had I found this earlier, maybe I should keep it around in case trading ever happens. But yeah, next Pokemon, yes. Gulpin, another one. Looking for triples triggers. Already discussed this. Swalot. Let's have a look at it. Does it have the skill triggers? No. Research EXP bonus and ingredient finding S. Speed. Oh man, why? If you Uno reverse this one, just flip it upside down, keep the nature, then this would be great. You got a good nature, helping bonus, some speed and skill level up M to save on some seeds. But for my use case, the only thing I care about is the main skill chance up nature, skill trigger M, and the skill trigger S, and maybe some inventory. This one is going straight in the bin. Alright, we have another Pokemon, another Gulpin. I do like my Gulpin. And in anticipation of yet another disappointment, I'm just going to nickname it, or just throw like that. So we got helping bonus and inventory, Sleep EXP bonus, skill trigger M, more inventory, Bad nature. That was almost it. That would have been so funny if I nicknamed it trash early on, which is what the blank means. And it turns out to be great. So I don't know. Had this had the main skill chance up nature, I would have settled here, even though the skill trigger M comes in way late. It just checks all the other boxes. So yeah, another binned Pokemon. I'm just surprised where are all my Fuecoco. I have friendship level 18 on Fuecoco. I don't think I reviewed a single Skeledirge because I would have, that one I would have remembered. I'm like, put the Skeledirge up on the widget. Let's review it. Be excited about it. Another disappointment here. I can predict it. It's just my luck with Gulpin has not been the best, even though its friendship level is getting close to 40. It looks the same. Like, can we get the skill trigger a little bit earlier and the main skill chance of nature maybe? Nope, nope, and nope. Oh, that is awful. Look at that. Main skill chance down nature. And this skill trigger coming in at level 100 just to taunt you and to haunt you at night. We have another Pokemon. It's Eevee. Wonder what the date is on this one. So if I was to invest in another Eevee, it would probably be Jolteon. So yeah, Jolteon was what I was thinking also of with the Raikou commentary earlier. We have Raikou, Raichu, Pikachu Halloween, regular Pikachu with ribbons, and then you have a Jolteon. Nice. The one berry finding on it if it's a Jolteon. Oh, yo, look at that. Helping bonus, berry finding. Now what we need is, like, if this somehow has skill trigger M, the main skill chance up, nature, that would be amazing. That is what I've been looking for my Vaporeon, but it's just such a ridiculous standard to where it's just never going to happen. That was close. It kind of works still. Does it have the skill trigger as a level 100? Because at this point, with the Bear Finding, this Eevee you want to have as high a level as possible. Oh, it does not have it. Darn, that was close. Oh, neutral nature. You know what? This can work for something. I just don't know what yet. Mono Milk is funny. Helping bonus berry finding speed inventory is huge. Yeah, maybe this is a future Umbreon or a Jolteon. I don't know, but it's getting the star. It's getting the exclamation mark because those stats are kind of funny and you can maybe do something with it at some point. Even though there's no skill in here, you basically have to have an evolution that is a skill specialist but doesn't care about the skill. So maybe Umbreon, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in a comment. That was exciting. All right. We have another Pokemon. Another Eevee. Another Mono Milk. Okay, let's see if this is Eevee week. Yeah, that must have been Eevee week. I caught a whole bunch of Eevee, even though friendship level 70 plus. Crazy. All right, I don't think we're going to have as an exciting Eevee. Yeah, it's got way lower RP. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Oh, that's just the first trait. That's what it is. Sleep EXP bonus. Sleep EXP bonus. Research, rather. Yeah, that one's not it. At this point in time, I need that helping bonus. Skill trigger at level 50 is nice, but in addition to that, you need the nature. Oh, man. All right, another blank. Another Pokemon, Spheal. Talked a lot about Spheal earlier. Don't know if this one's it. It doesn't have Bear Finding, and it should have had that earlier on. Yeah, no Bear Finding. Ingredients up is not good. With basically a neutral nature. Yeah, this one is another blank. Man, almost an hour of reviewing Pokemon. This is crazy. I wonder how many Pokemon do we have left? Just out of curiosity. I'm just going to scroll up. Wait, what happened here? I know I reviewed these. They even don't have a nickname, so I must have clicked on them somehow. All right, let's see how many Pokemon we got left. We got... Yeah, see, there are the Fuecoco. I thought it was more. All right, we got 14 more Pokemon to review. And a Jolteon for the converter. So let's have a look at this Chikorita. I was hunting Meganium for a long time, trying to prepare for Lapis Lakeside. It just never happened. I'm at Old Gold Power Plant now. Maybe won't go back because I kind of found my targets, and we'll see. Do like me some Lapis Lakeside though, so if I can somehow find a good Meganium, that would be exciting. Especially now that I've been hunting down these Mankeys like mad. Sleep EXP bonus is good on berry specialists, but you do want the bear finding. This ain't it, Chief. Alright. Bye-bye, Chikorita. Alright, we have a Kangaskhan. I think this one must have been hungry. Sometimes it's just the fun to catch things, and yeah, I think this is what that is. So, some speed, some inventory, got some more inventory and ingredient finding, and a neutral nature. The other thing with Kangaskhan is it does potentially have, hypothetically speaking, a Mega Evolution, which could put it back into meta relevance, but as of now, this mama's looking for a job. So, we have a Jolteon here, and we're gonna put the converter, if I can spell that, convertor. There we go. I don't think I have a Jolteon already, so this one's very nice. All of the electric type candies I can make into Eevee candies and level up my Sylveon and Flareon, which are my 2 evolutions of choice. Skill trigger and inventory, starting off strong. Ingredient finding not needed. Speed down nature, oof, but it's the converter. I love it. Okay, we got Shuppet. I do want the berry finding on it. Helping bonus strong. Berry finding coming in way late. Oh man, awful nature. Yeah, I don't think this one's worth keeping. I don't think there'll ever be like a sub skill reshuffling where you can just like pick and choose. So that one's just not gonna work out. Level 100 is way late. Even the thing that's supposed to help you level up comes in at level 75, so that's just, that won't work. And yeah, we brought up Banette a couple times at this point in time in this video, so that's what Banette looks like. Next up, oh man, I almost don't want to bring up the Skeledirge. I just get sad looking at that ingredient list. I do need sausage, but not on Skeledirge. I need apples way more than sausage, so oh, that is a disappointment. It does have berry finding, but I don't care. Berry finding, ingredient finding S, dream shard bonus with a neutral nature. Not good. That one's going in the bin. Another Mono Milk Eevee. That is ridiculous. How many Eevees? I'm always wondering, was there like a set ingredient list? No, Jolteon does not have it. Strange. Third mono. Why is all my mono? Why is all my mono luck going to the Eevees? Another Eevee. Not mono. Okay. Let's have a look. Ooh. Whoa. Look at that. Now, if this has main skill chance up nature, this is viable. So close. Thing is, with skill specialists, you do need those boosts to, let's just bring up a different evolution for the sake of variation. For the evolutions, you do need some skill triggers eventually. And main skill chance up, speed M and trigger M is the gold standard in my book. And then when you have helping bonus and the skill level up M in addition, it's a free pass. So if mints ever become a thing and they're not abhorrently expensive, this is going to be a prime candidate. So I'm going to start for now. We have another Eevee. Sleep EXP bonus, skill level up M. I don't mind them as long as the skill triggers show up. Helping speed. Oof. Yeah, this is just not useful for anything. There are no skill triggers. Yes, you get some free seeds, but at what cost? All right, another blank Eevee. Another Eevee. Well, it was Eevee week, so there's going to be a bunch of Eevees in here. Okay, we got big old nothing burger again. The skill trigger comes in late. Speed down nature is really, really bad. Okay. Well, mixed. I can basically just bin this without looking. Gonna bring up Skeleturge again. I can type it correctly. There we go. And we have skill, speed. Ingredient M is huge. Speed M too. Neutral nature. But that ingredient list just ain't it, chief. Wow. Another milk Eevee. How is this possible? Let's give Leafeon some love. Just never invest in one because it's really, really bad. Okay. Unless they somehow do a complete rehaul if it's main skill and yeah. Okay. Does it have any of the sub skills we want? Helping bonus, skill level up M. I like what I'm seeing, but I need the triggers. Talked about this for many minutes now with all these Eevee. Speed inventory. Whoa. Damn, that was close. Had this been main skill chance up nature, that would basically be textbook example of just the type of sub skills you want. You probably would like a different order, but either way, that's almost strong. When it start that again as well for the same reasons as the other one. If mints come out, I don't know if they ever will, but in that case, it's gonna be strong. Right, Aron again. Why is this one mono milk? Okay, I'm not going to sit here and complain. So, right, we have an Aron with the wrong ingredient list. I'm just not even going to spend a lot of time on this Aron because I'm looking for the sausage. I'm hopefully going to find a very strong coffee Grubbin at some point. Not in a rush, so that's just going to happen eventually by dumb luck. And then Aron, I kind of want to give the task of getting the sausage. More skill level up M and S in that first slot on these ingredient specialists. This is starting to haunt me. And the skill trigger S, the berry finding. Wow, the three most useless sub skills on an Aron. The speed down. Oof, I'm just getting angry looking at it. Let's hop on. Again, look at that ingredient list, huh? I'm talking about sausage and it's just hopping into the wrong Pokemon here. That was almost inappropriate. All right, we got skill level up M. Got speed. More skill triggers. Man, what is up with these ingredient specialists? They're really confused. There's an ingredient finding S here. At level 75. It's the only thing I can say positively about that. I know there's a little bit of speed too, but with the wrong ingredient list, that's not going to cut it. Got another one. Wooper. Another bad ingredient list. Double potato. Not useful. For potatoes, you probably want Meowscarada. Although I have a Venusaur at level 60 that is pumping potatoes. No ingredient finder until level 75. And it's got ingredients down. Oof. Shuppet. We have Bonnet in the house. Oops. Let's see if it has the berry finding. It does not. Also, straight in the bin. Don't remember what the last Pokemon is. Ooh, it was the Shuppet. Alright, let's quickly review based on the stars and the exclamation mark. So, the Jolteon was a big win. Super excited about that. Then this Eevee was an interesting one. Had helping bonus, berry finding, speed, and inventory. So, to an extent, you can use it as a level 2 main skill, either Umbreon or Jolteon. So, huge find. Very excited about it. Probably will eventually end up evolving it. Then we have this Onix, which doesn't have berry finding, but it's very fast. Adamant nature is huge. Sleepy XP bonus is huge. And it's got the speed M. So, if I'm desperate for a berry specialist for Onix, then I might go for it. But I think long term, I'm just going to keep on hunting until I get to friendship level 10. I have a higher probability of that berry finding. And then I can get both a berry finding Onix and a Steelix when I'm at it. So then we have a Pichu here with berry finding. That was a pretty exciting find. It's also got very skill related stuff. And to an extent, Raichu can do that nicely. And at level 100, we got some more free seeds. Then we got Shiny Nuggy. We got Sad Ega. My first ever triple egg Delibird with an awful nature, no ingredient traits, and very uselessly focused on skills, which it does not do. If you're buffing something, it sucks at. And then we have the Halloween Pikachu with Berry Finding. The XP gains up nature. That's nice. That also affects the candy spend, which is huge. And speed. Inventory doesn't really matter. Skill doesn't matter, but only thing I wanted was the Berry Finding, and I got it. This was a sad looking Primeape. Look at that. Ingredient up, ingredient M, no Berry Finding. And we have a Delibird that's just blank. Got the Umbreon. Pretty excited about that. Tiny Grubbin that sucked. And then some of these guys that Snover I remember. And how many of these did we not review? None of them were good, obviously. You can see they're just... Wait, I have a shiny Graveler too? Now I just need Golem. Let's have a look at this Magnemite too. And not useful. So just basically a star here for the shiny. Now, I understand this video got really long, but there haven't been any videos for the past month, so you might as well sit in and buckle up once you get the chance. Am I right? So I have recently restructured my teams, and in the latest news post, they announced that we will be getting more teams. So hopefully that should mean 2 or 3 more slots, maybe up to 10. I think 10 would be the perfect sweet spot. So if they give us that in the upcoming update, I'm going to be super excited. For now, I have my overnight team at the very left. That used to be my placeholder, help me pick place where I can just test things out. And I'm currently leveling up my Blastoise. I'm trying to get it to level 60 because I want a nice even mix of milk and cacao. I get a lot of milk from my Sylveon and Flareon, and a couple of cacao here and there from both of them. And then once my Blastoise hits level 60, it's going to be huge for my Dream Eater Butter Curry. And then Ninetales and Typhlosion, just trying to level them up because I have a strong Entei. And then because I'm at the old gold power plant, then Raichu is a good Pokemon, and I also got the Dennis, which is my Dedenne. And I'm trying to get it to level 50. And the reason is, it's got some really nice sub skills. I'm definitely gonna make you jealous with this, so just be prepared for that. I got Helping Speed M, Skill Trigger M, Inventory, which I can sub-skill seed, and I got the main skill chance up Nature, and Helping Bonus coming in at level 100, which I don't know if my Dennis is ever gonna hit, but it's there just in case. So with my new team setup, I have the Night team, which is basically my berry team, the very left. And then I have salads, I have curries, and I have desserts, and my leveling queue. So if we hop on over to my salads, I'm all about that ninja salad. Most of you guys will know that. And yeah, my life's been a bit busy the past month or 2 or 3. So I don't always get a chance to play the game optimally at all times. And if you fall a little bit behind on the energy, it just rips your team. And then I've been using this team at night, and so I'm at the end of the week here. I'm probably going to switch teams to some other dish type, I'm guessing, when I'm re-rolling next week for the new Snorlax. So yeah, well, the one Pokemon that kind of sucks here is the Sylveon. I've actually used 2 or 3 pillows this week. I just keep falling behind. And so the level 7 on the healing, whenever it comes out, it's going to be huge. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, this is a nice Sylveon. I do look forward to that level 75. That's really going to help me out. And yeah. Oh, I basically have a static team with very few rotations. I do tag team a little bit the Ditto whenever I run low on the leaks. And whenever I get very high on the beans, I switch out the Golem for the Tyranitar and just shuffle them back and forth. They basically cover ginger and beans for the salad. And then for the curry, the Dream Eater Burger Curry, I need tomatoes, potatoes, milk, and cacao. So the whole dish is covered by 2 Pokemon, Venusaur and Blastoise, and that is huge. That allows me to heal the whole team with Sylveon. I can make a huge cooking pot because both of these have the ingredient magnet. And so it's not going to give you a lot of ingredients, but it's going to give you a good mix of things that you can't really allocate elsewhere than fillers. And when you have fillers, it's nice with a Flareon. So I recently splurged on this Flareon. I don't know what level it was last time you saw it, but it was not level 60. And it's now got Inventory M. My sub-skill seeded that. It's got level 7 on that main skill. So it's a huge Flareon. I really, really love Flareon. It's actually the worst of the 3 cooking pot Pokemon. I just simply love Flareon. So when I actually had a chance to use Flareon in a viable game, a game where it is viable, then I went for it. In the main series, Flareon's just not it. So on top of that, I can run the Dedenne. And this is what's so funny about this whole team setup. So overnight, I get a whole bunch of stuff from the Entei in most cases, and the Fairy team, which is mostly what I'm doing at night, to be honest with you. But then what I can do is Flareon is running both during the day and the night. Entei is triggering everything, so it's getting a good mix of berries and ingredients. And then with those big drops from the Venusaur, every now and then 1 to 2 a day, same on the Blastoise a little bit. Then I can also double down on those crits. So the curry team here, pretty nice. And then at last, I have a dessert team. So Sylveon and Flareon are basically staples in all these teams except the Ninja Salad. I'm hoping to, I don't know, I think once the Dugtrio here hits level 60, I should be alleviated a little bit on the leak shortage. I am feeling that, especially now that the Ditto is level 60 and is pumping out tails instead of leaks. So yeah, but that is like a high priority for me right now. I'm almost considering to just dump all my candies and just inch it 1 or 2 levels further. But as of right now, the only real need that my overall team building has, which is why I've set this up, is, okay, I got covered for desserts. I'm covered on curries. I'm covered on salads, and I'm just doing whatever with the berry specialist, trying to level him up and do stuff and run my Entei team. The only place I really have like a little bit of a problem is the leaks on the Dugtrio. Don't really have a problem with the Cacao. I do have Absol, and I just went for it with the apples here on the Delibird. I'm hoping to find a Skeledirge. So if I somehow can get a mono apple Skeledirge, level it up at least to level 30, then basically what I can do is to plateau my team building, and I can basically say, you know what, for the most part, I'm satisfied with where I'm at in this game, and I can just ride into the sunset and not be as stressed about not having things. Now, obviously, these dishes are very specific. It's that only dish I'm going for the most part, and my team is built so that it covers Tea Times corn scones, Dream Eater butter curry, and Ninja salad. They're not top tier dishes anymore, but they're pretty strong. And so at that point, I don't feel as rushed. And I don't know if this video is going to be made tomorrow, but I have a similar setup on my free to play that I'm looking forward to share with all of you. Now, at this point in time on the free to play, I haven't caught any significant ingredient specialists, but I'm going to do something similar to this, but we'll cover that in a different video. So the leveling queue is basically, the last part here is Pokemon listed in priority from left to right of the Pokemon I want to level up. So that Gengar would be nice to have at level 60. It's going to get there eventually. And it's got double mushroom. It's got a little bit of an ingredient focused with the rare finding coming eventually. But yeah, probably will swap that out for Skeledirge whenever I catch a good one. Then got level 60 on that Blastoise, level 50 plateaued on that Dedenne, level 60 on the Dugtrio, and then level 30 on Skeledirge. And then I think I'll start working on these Altaria again. I have a whole bunch of Altaria that are just ripping. They're amazing. And yeah. So that's basically it for me when it comes to Pokemon Sleep right now. I'm at Ogo Power Plant. I'm looking for Bakoko. I couldn't really find a lot of them at Topala for whatever reason. So yeah. At that point in time, I need to take another sip. Probably like this has gotten dusty. I can feel it in my throat. But anyway, if you have somehow... Ooh, did I do something I shouldn't? Man. I didn't mean to... Man. Do I have to edit this video too? That's gonna take forever to process. Okay, just like set my phone there. I hope I didn't mess it up because that home screen was not supposed to be public. Anyway, thank you for watching this video so far. If you have any feedback on what you want to see here from me on the channel, let me know in the comments. I'm thinking potentially to try to do this format on a weekly basis so we don't have 80 minutes of reviewing Pokemon non-stop. That was crazy. And we have another batch tomorrow potentially with a free-to-play. Maybe I'll record that next weekend, who knows. But yeah. Let me know in a comment if you're interested in seeing whatever, and I'll get back to you and think about it. I do want to prioritize the website. I'm working on it. It's a little bit on and off just due to my day job, but I think eventually that's going to come nicely together and it's going to be a good resource for everyone. And then, yeah, things are still popping in the Discord. A lot of Pokemon TCG Pocket recently, not as much Unite. And then, yeah. People are very busy playing Sleep still, and that's amazing, and it's great to chat with all of you. And then don't forget about the RMTS podcast episode coming out on Wednesday. I'm going to pin that in this video in the comments whenever that drops. And yeah, I also want to mention I'll honor the October videos still, those that I haven't recorded. Apologies that it got this late. I just pushed it further and further ahead, like I'm gonna do it, but it is happening, hopefully either tomorrow or next weekend. So just to let you know, and then we'll start a new format on that. If you're interested in reading about the new schedule, I've written a long post about it in the Discord, in the news channel. Now that is for YouTube members, but not here to chill out. So thank you for watching. I'll talk to you again in another video. Bye for now.